The chromatic scale is the Unit 6 opener in Piano Adventures 3A. Watch this video to learn what does chromatic mean, to see the comparison between a major and a chromatic scale, and to go over the exercises on this page opener. We are in the Piano Adventures Level 3A lesson book today, and we are looking at a page in here that is called the Chromatic Scale. It is the beginning of Unit 6. Let's talk a little bit about a chromatic scale. Let's talk about some definitions of the word chromatic. Chromatic, spelled like this and pronounced chromatic. The definition of chromatic in the Oxford Language Dictionary is relating to or produced by color. What does color have to do with music? Let's look a little bit deeper about what chromatic means in music specifically. In music, chromatic means relating to or using notes not belonging to the diatonic scale of the key in which a passage is written. Let's dig a little bit further into this. Looking at the diatonic C major scale, diatonic referring to every key that is a part of a scale that you've learned. So the C major scale, we know it goes C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And if we look at that further, we can break it down by steps. We know there is a whole step between C and D, which means we're skipping over something. We're skipping over C sharp here. There's a whole step between D and E. E and F are right next to each other. There's nothing between them. So that's a half step, a whole step, a whole step, a whole step, and a half step. Every major scale follows this pattern of whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. And when we follow this pattern, we are skipping a tone here, 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 and here. So we're leaving out 6 tones. We're just leaving them to the side in order to produce the sound that is major. Well, when we play a chromatic scale, we don't leave those out. Playing a chromatic scale, you play every semitone. Well, when you play a chromatic scale, you don't leave any of those pieces out. When you play a chromatic scale, you play every semitone. And another word for that is half step. So you skip nothing. Let me illustrate the difference on the piano. This is a C major scale. And now I'm going to play a C chromatic scale. I'm not going to leave a single half step out. Let's go back to our first definition that told us that chromatic is relating to or produced by color. Which of those 2 scales sounds more colorful to you, the major scale or the chromatic scale? A lot of musicians would say that the chromatic scale sounds more colorful. It gives more tones to work with. And when you're basing a piece on a chromatic scale, everything is open to incorporate into the piece. So looking at the page in your book with the chromatic scale, number 1 asks us to play a right-hand chromatic scale going up and down. And we have to look at the keyboard diagram so that we know what we're supposed to do. When we play a chromatic scale, we are going to always put our thumb and our second finger together and never twisted. So they're always going to be straight. And we're always going to use our third finger on every black key, never our second finger. and that is because it helps us to move more fluidly. So we are going to begin on E, and we're going to climb up a chromatic scale. The first time, we're going to do it pretty slow. 1, 2, here we go. Thumb, 3, thumb, 3, now thumb and 2, third finger, and we're going to stop here. Now let's go down. Here you need to put your 2 so you're not tangled. 2. Let's pick up the pace a little bit. We're going to do the same thing, just a little faster. 1, 2, ready, go. And now down. Okay, we're going to do this on E now. So on E, we're going to be playing going down, beginning on C. 1, 2, here we go. Now back up. Okay, let's do this a little bit faster. 1, 2, ready, go. There is also a super scale challenge at the bottom of the page. The first one says to start on middle E and play a right-hand chromatic scale up to the top of the keyboard and then back down again. And the second one says to start on middle C and play a left-hand chromatic scale all the way down to the bottom of the keyboard and back up again. And I would like you to do both of those challenges as well. Thank you for watching this tutorial on the chromatic scale as it's introduced in Piano Adventures Level 3A. If you enjoyed this video, and I hope you did, I also hope it was helpful, please like it and subscribe to my channel to see more videos to help you along in your learning journey.